Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I am really excited to be doing this video because it's the first video that I'm doing on my new Glamerliz hand. I can't believe I'm actually using it. I'm so excited. Anyway, from the title you can probably guess, and that picture you've just seen, I'm doing some matte marble nails today. I didn't want to do something that was like sculpting or anything like that when it's the first time using this hand, so whatever I was going to do, it was going to be either gel polish or something that goes over the top of just polish. No, no sculpting, no polygel, nothing like that. So the first thing that I do to do these nails is I put a base coat on all of the nails and then I cure that for 30 seconds, and then I'm going in with 2 coats of white gel polish. When obviously from the title this is an alcohol ink video, so I'm going to put that over the white gel polish, but I'm going to be using acetone instead of alcohol to sort of disperse the alcohol inks. I've seen some other people do that on video, so I wanted to try it out and see if I could do it as well. So I have sped quite a lot of this video up because there was a lot of me faffing about, and I do that with alcohol inks anyway. It takes absolutely ages, but there was a major disaster with this one, which I will tell you about. So what happened was I put the white gel polish on and everything, that was all okay, and then it took me ages to do these marble nails that I was really happy with, and then I was using matte top coat because I like them in matte, and I thought, well, I'm not going to put glossy top coat on, I'm just going to put matte top coat on, so I did. And like with everything with the gel polish on the top coat, I always faff around with it, and I put too many strokes on. You're supposed to do like, just a few over the nail, aren't you? But I have to get it right, and I faff about with it. And because I did that, I smudged one of them. And then after that, the other ones mustn't have been dried properly or something, or whether it was the matte top coat or the acetone, I don't know what it was. But when I put the top coat on, one of them smudged and I wasn't happy. And then I put top coat on the other ones, matte top coat, and then the phone rang. So I was on the phone and I completely forgot that I hadn't cured them, and when I came back to them, there was virtually no colour left on them. It had all just gone, and I was gutted because it took me ages. So I cured them anyway, but you will see in a bit what it looked like. So after I put the white gel polish on, I'm putting a coat of matte top coat on, because when you're using alcohol inks, you can use a shiny surface, but because I was going to use the acetone and I thought I wanted a matte look, I wanted these matte before I started, so that's what I did. I put 1 coat on and I cured it in my lamp for 30 seconds. And then this is how they looked just before top coating, and I'm going to let you see now what happens. I'm gutted. I love this nail. I think that was my favourite nail as well, and because I didn't just do 1 coat and I was messing about with it, I got a big smudge and basically wiped all of my work off. I was gutted, absolutely gutted. And then, yeah, like I said, I put the coats on the other fingers, the other nails, and then the phone rang. So I left it for a bit and there was nothing left, which you will see in a minute. I was going to cut this bit out completely, and then I thought, no, I like my videos to show that I'm human and I make mistakes, and this was a big mistake. Now look at that. I've slowed this down so you can see, but look, it's just gone. There's little bits of colour left there, but I couldn't leave them like that, so I had to start all over again. So this is how I did it. I've got my alcohol inks, I'm getting a little brush and I'm putting some lines on, just wavy lines, just squiggly lines. Then I'm going in with my brush, and that's got acetone on it. It's not completely soaked, I have been sort of patting it off on the kitchen paper a little bit. So I'm just basically doing the same thing as I did on my other alcohol ink video, but I'm using acetone instead of alcohol. Some people use a mixture of acetone and alcohol, but I wanted to try it all acetone and see what that did. And I really like the look in the end. It's just a shame it took me 2 goes to do it, but you learn from your mistakes, don't you? I will not be making that mistake again. So yeah, like I said, I have sped this up because it took me ages faffing about with them and everything. That's the problem with alcohol inks. You do get some amazing designs, but because you can play around with it for ages, you tend to do that, and you tend not to be happy with it, and then you add a bit more, and then you take a bit more off, and yeah, it can take a long time to do it. So after I've used the thicker brush, I do go in, you'll see me doing it. I'll put some music on in a minute so you don't have to just listen to me all the time. And then, yeah, what I do is I go in with a really fine detailing brush, and I put some like really thin lines over the top as well, just to make it look a bit more marbly. So the colours that I'm using, there's one there that looks a bit blue. It's not blue, it's purple. And you can tell when I first put it on that it's purple, but it's not as pigmented as this pink one. And I think when you're using a matte top coat as well, it tends to fade it a little bit. I don't know if it smudges it a little bit as it's putting it on, and that's the problem that I had with the first one, the first design that I did, but it definitely does fade it. When I took some photos, I've put them on the end of the video, and then there's some more that I took the day after, because I took some outside when it was sunny and things like that, and it's definitely faded overnight. So yeah, I wasn't too impressed with that, because when I put the glossy top coat on, that didn't happen. You know, it didn't fade at all. It did fade, but it took like a week or 2 weeks to fade, whereas this is faded overnight, so I don't know why that happened. But how gorgeous is that hand? I still can't get over it. I've been wanting one of these for so long, and now I finally got to play with it. I loved it. I just don't want to damage it now. But yeah, this is the Elsa hand from Glamerliz, and it's only half hand because I didn't want one with a thumb, because I didn't think I'd really use the thumb that much, because it's sort of, you know, on the side, and if I was taking any pictures the thumb wouldn't be in it anyway, so I thought there was no point really. But I have bought Elsa some rings, so they will be coming in the next couple of weeks just to make her a little bit different. But I just love the skin tone and everything. I mean, if you look at my hand underneath, it's virtually the same as my hand. So you might be thinking, what's the difference between using alcohol and using acetone when you're doing the alcohol inks? And I think the difference is that it takes a bit more off. Rather than the alcohol dispersing it and staying on the nail till it evaporates, the acetone evaporates a lot quicker, and it seems to take a lot of the colour with it. So you find, well, I found anyway, that I had to keep putting more on, because I took a bit too much off here and there and things like that. But I do really like the way it looks. I think it looks a bit more, just different. I can't really explain. I'm just going to top coat them now. Just excuse me balancing the hand on my clear jelly stamper. It's I have got a hand rest coming, but it's not here yet. So yeah, I've just put a coat of matte top coat on, and I was very careful to make sure it was dry first. I was very careful to make sure when I put it on I didn't drag it down. But if you noticed it has faded that marble look a bit. It's definitely not as pigmented as it was just before I put the top coat on. And I think that adds to it, to be honest. I'm not unhappy about that. I do like the way that it looks. You just need to be aware of that, I think, if you're doing it matte. So obviously put more pigment on nails that were matte. But no, I really like these. Tell me what you think. Which one's your favourite colour? Do you like the purple, or do you like the pink, or do you think I should have mixed the colours up? I wanted to keep them separate this time. So I hope you like this video. I really enjoyed doing it, even though I had a bit of a disaster, but that's life, isn't it? And yeah, so thank you to any new subscribers that I've got recently. Welcome, and I hope you enjoyed this video as well. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing and click that bell button so that you don't miss any of my videos. If you're wondering about the giveaway, I am 50 subscribers away from my 500, so I will be drawing that very soon. Thank you for watching as usual, and I will see you in the next video.